Yo guys, what's good? My name is Callum Dolby and welcome back to another video on my channel. So this is going to be our match rating and our player ratings for Sunday's game against Dover Athletic in the FA Cup. So the game finished a few hours ago. It's Sunday night now, but we thought we'd record this. I'm going to try and get the vlog out for tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll be uploading this the next day or maybe the same day, depending on what happens with the highlights and stuff. As you guys know, I always put them in my videos. So yeah, we're going to get into the video now. I've got my dad here again.
Hello.
And we're going to run through our player ratings, just some general thoughts about the game, that sort of stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So let's go through our player ratings first. So we had Christy Pym in goal. I went with a 5.5. He didn't really have anything to do, really. I remember him coming off his line a few times, being like a sweeper keeper, which was quite good to see. He was quite quick off his line, but if Dover's attack was better, I reckon they could have had a chance today, because we just kept giving them the ball, and yeah, it was quite horrible to watch, to be honest, at a lot of points. So yeah, I'll give him a 5.5. He did quite well. Yeah,
I'm going to go with a 7 for that reason, that he came off his line a couple of times to thwart their centre forward. Once when he only just made it, and I think he kicked it into the north stand.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I thought he played all right. I think if that had been another keeper in there, probably Chapman, he'd have probably stayed on his line there.
Yeah, he would have, and I think there was one time from a corner as well where he came out and just grabbed it. Which is
I don't think he did think. Yeah, I think he didn't do anything wrong, did he? I thought he'd come out well. He did. He came out okay.
Yeah, he played
against
well.
a limited front line, I must admit.
Yeah, that number 12 for them was quite funny. So yeah, on the right back we had Nathan Thompson. Now I think, to be honest, it was probably one of his better games for us. I know it's obviously against non-league, but you know, you can't really choose who you play. So yeah, I was happy with Thompson today. He was strong on the ball. He kept the ball well, tackled well, and I think he was probably one of our better defenders, to be honest. So I'm going to go with a 6.5.
Yeah, I'll go with a 6 for Thompson. Played okay. As you said, it was only against Dover, so it was nothing.
Can't really write home about it, but he had a solid game.
Yeah, he played okay. Yeah, and he's good on the ball, isn't he? So
yeah, well, that's from Pompey and that. Next he was in the playoffs last year. So next to him, or sort of next to him, we had Mark Beavers. Now I'm still really not convinced by him. I don't know what to say about Beavers. I just don't think he's not quick enough for modern football. I think that's probably a sentence to sum Beavers up perfectly. I don't think he's adapted with the game very well. He's still the very old-fashioned centre-back, and I don't think it works in our team. And he's our captain as well, which is still, I don't know. I feel like there's a couple of other candidates that could be captain instead of him. So I'm going to give him a 5 for today. He was okay, but he was up against Dover, so if he had a bad game, then I would have been a bit concerned.
I'll give him a 6. I thought he was okay, but I think Fergie bought him for that. The thing, he's bought like Kent to be his playmaker, and Beavers to the one to play, you know, kick it to safety, do the tackles. But as you say, he's not very mobile.
No. Okay, so moving on from Beavers, we've got Frankie Kent. Now, I still really like Kent, but he had a pretty average game today. He didn't really do anything wrong, but wasn't a standout by any stretch of the imagination. So I'll just go straight down the middle. I'll give him an average 6. He was okay, but
scored.
Yeah, he scored. Yeah, it's a good finish, to be fair, for a centre back, but. Yeah, I think our defence just didn't really have too much to do, because Dover, well, even though we gave them a lot of chances, they just couldn't really take them, and didn't.
They huffed and puffed, didn't they?
Yeah, they tried, but they didn't have the quality. I feel like if we were playing a different team today, we would have got battered, because we were terrible. And
it's like the old boxing analogy, though. You just beat who's in front of you, don't you? But we look a bit disjointed still, don't we?
Yeah, we don't look like a team. Really.
Whether that's since Boyd's been injured, I don't know.
It's weird.
It was before that.
It's a strange time to be watching Posh, because I can't really remember the last time we played well, but we've been winning.
Been winning, and that's what
counts at the end of the day.
We're in the third round and we're third in the league. So.
But it is a bit concerning, because if we keep playing like this, we can't.
Well, the test will be next Saturday away at Pompey, won't it?
Yeah, because the last few games we've obviously had Dover, Burton.
And we've had Cambridge.
Cambridge in the Cup. Yeah, and realistically, them sorts of teams aren't really going to cause us too much trouble. And no disrespect to them, but yeah, I feel like as soon if we play like we did today and like we have been playing the past few weeks, we're going to come undone at one point against the better teams in the league. But hopefully we can fix up by then and get Josh Knight back as well, because he's a big miss as well. But moving on to Butler, now this is probably going to sound like a harsh grade, but he was just awful today. He is probably one of the worst performances I've seen of the season from any individual player. Passed it off the pitch, passed it just to their players, didn't really do anything in defence at all. And I just really think he had a poor game, and he got hooked as well by Fergie in the second half, and he put, I think it was like Joey Ward at left back or something then. So I'm going to give Butler a 2, and it's quite concerning as well because Blake Tracy got injured, so we literally don't have another left back, and if Butler keeps up them performances, it's not going to bode well for us.
Yeah, I've given him a 4. He was disappointing today. Yeah,
he was awful. Yeah. Just say how it is. He was awful.
He just, I mean, the guy that we bought and the guy that they pitched when they signed him.
He was meant to be
ram-raiding left back that got forward. He doesn't get forward, does he?
He doesn't do anything, really.
Well, with Newport, he used to be up on the wing and crossing the balls in. Whether they played a different formation, I don't know.
He might have played with wing backs, maybe. But yeah, he's very limited for us. He doesn't really seem to do anything.
I don't really get it, to be honest.
And it's kind of, I think the most telling point is we're debating whether him or Blake Tracy should get in the team, and Blake Tracy came from Kings Lynn.
Yeah, and like, he's an okay.
He's done
better than what I thought he'd do.
Yeah, he's done better than Butler. He's done the same, if not better than Butler in left back, in my opinion. So it's quite concerning for him at the minute. He's just not really. I just don't think he's taken to the team very well, and yeah, he was very disappointing today. Just nothing that he tried went right. I don't know if it was just an off game, hopefully, because we have to play him, because we haven't really got, unless we change formation, but I doubt Fergie will change formation.
No.
But yeah, Butler.
Very unlikely.
Butler was poor today. So on to midfield now. We had Louis Reed in the holding position of the diamond. He was solid. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot this season. I don't think he's really going to have a particularly bad game for us. But obviously, apart from a few weeks ago when he scored that absolute cracker, he hasn't had, he's just a very steady player, consistently performs well, and I'm very happy that from last season I never thought he'd be in the team. So I'm glad that he's proven us all wrong, because I've known a lot of Posh fans that said the same thing. But yeah, he's really stepped up this season, and very happy with him. So I'll give him a 6.5 for today.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7. I thought he put in some good tackles, as well as spraying the ball about a bit, and he seems to get in there and win it.
He's aggressive, and
even for a little man, for a small man, he gets stuck in, doesn't he, which you want to see. And,
for a holding midfielder, you have to have that, don't you, really?
And he's 21 years of age, so he's got loads of potential. So yeah, I'll give him a 7 for today.
And then on the right side, we had Joe Ward. Now, obviously he had that goal last week, but apart from his goal, didn't really do too much last week, and again today, he was pretty absent, to be honest. I didn't really notice him too much doing anything particularly well. He's just Joe Ward. He's consistently. Seems to be consistently quite average, and I know Fergie said in his interview it's all up to him now, because he's got a month of obviously Boyd being out, you've got Knight being out, and there's a position wide open for Ward to stake his claim, but we didn't do that today particularly, so I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Played okay, nothing spectacular. He just needs to be a bit more aggressive. I saw one time when I can't remember who didn't pass to him, and he was in a much better position. And if that had been another player, he'd have gone screaming up to his,
like Madison did.
Yeah, screaming, "Come on, pass to me!" And he doesn't seem to shout for the ball.
He wants to be liked by everyone. That's the thing. That he's too nice.
The fans do like him, though, don't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, I love him. He's one of our better players. I just think he needs to have a bit more belief. He needs to be more mean, if anything. He needs to have a mean streak. He's too nice. I think that's his problem. But yeah, if if he can become a bit more aggressive, a bit more selfish on the ball, I really think he could be one of our better players, because he's got so much potential and he's got all the attributes you need to play in that sort of position.
He's got a good engine.
Yeah, he's quick as well. Yeah, very quick. Yeah. So on the other side, we had Fraser Blake Tracy. Obviously, I did mention he did get injured halfway through the second half, and before then he was not that great, to be honest.
I don't think he knew really how to play that position. Honestly.
No, I think Fergie saw him do very well against
for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes against Burton, and he just thought he'd stick him there because obviously we don't have Boyd, and he didn't really. I don't think he really knew what to do. He didn't get forward as much as he used to either in left back, which is kind of strange considering he was further up the pitch. It's like Fergie had told him just to stay in position and not really do anything else, but yeah, I'm not really sure.
When he landed on his ankle though, when you saw his ankle
pretty
go,
tough.
Yeah, it was
right in front
nasty.
of us.
Yeah, it looked quite nasty.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to have to be stretchered off, but he sort of hobbled off, didn't he? So.
Yeah, I think that was his own choice, so he probably could have got stretchered off. He just wanted to sort of walk off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give him a 5.5. He wasn't the best today, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5. I didn't think he. Whether he doesn't understand that position yet, I mean, you got to remember that he was at Lynn last year, and
exactly.
He's predominantly a left back, isn't he?
Yeah, and attacking left back. Yeah. I think he will grow into a good player, but it just had an off game today, as everyone does. So yeah, moving on. At the tip of the diamond, we had Maddison today, and to be honest, I was just quite frustrated with him. He didn't really get the ball in the second half, and he was like shouting and swearing at our players and stuff, and I don't really think that's the attitude you should have. There was a lot of times where he didn't get the ball and he just pretty much threw a hissy fit, and that's not really what you want to see, to be honest. Well, not what I want to see anyway. And yeah, he didn't really do too much. Did he get an assist for that corner? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, it was his corner.
It was his corner, but I think Kent made that really. So I'm going to give Maddison a 4.5, which is the lowest rating he's got from me anyway this season.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6. I do feel for him a bit because I don't think they just found him at all in the second half. He might as well not been on the pitch.
No, literally, second half he might as well not been there. He did make some good runs and stuff, or he might have done, but even if they did try and find him with our passing today, they probably wouldn't have, even if they tried.
He did get took out once, didn't he, when we was on that counter and it was right in front of us, weren't they?
Yeah, and he was shouting.
They did clatter him a bit there, but
yeah.
Yeah, we just weren't passing to him. I know he was man marked, but he should be able to navigate around that against a team of Dovers.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I don't personally agree with the way he reacted to it.
Yeah, well, he's like that, isn't
he? Yeah, he is, but I don't know.
That's in his makeup, but
when with football, I feel like it's like when you're just shouting at someone, their heads drop and they won't play as well. Like you've sort of got to keep some sort of motivation up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just didn't personally agree with that. That's why I marked him down. But moving on to the forward line, I'm going to actually go in with Isa first because I want to talk about Tony more. Isa, oh God. Jeez, I defend Isa all the time. You guys know, if you've watched these player ratings before, I always defend him, always give him a high grade. But today, apart from his goal, he was
absent, wasn't he?
He was terrible. Yeah, he missed 3 sitters. Well, not sitters. He missed 1 sitter, open goal.
Yeah, open goal.
And then he missed 2 other very good chances, which you would expect him to put away because he has been putting them away before. And yeah, he was just not. He wasn't with it today, I don't think. There was, like I said, there was 2 chances in the second half he should have scored. He missed an open goal in the first half, and just disappointing today. I feel like he could have had about 6 really if he was on his game.
We should have won 7-0 today.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we should have just ran away with it, but we made it hard for ourselves, as Posh do. So I'll give Isa a 5.5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5.
Yeah.
But he wasn't at his best, was he? And he's saving himself for Saturday. might be.
Maybe. Yeah. I just think he's not exactly very energetic, is he?
No, but he's
a goal scorer.
I just don't get where they said at the beginning of the season his rapid pace. I ain't seen it yet.
No, he hasn't. I don't think he's that quick, because there has been a few times where he's had an opportunity to show it, but he's either been too lazy to run, or he's just been beat by a defender who's, and he realistically he got pocketed by two 40-year-olds at the back for Dover. Like, it's not really a good look for him. But
he scored though.
He did score,
and that's all that the record books will show. Is he got on the score sheet again?
He did score, yeah.
13 for the season, is that? I don't know.
Yeah, at least.
In all comps.
Took his goal well, but he should have had a lot more. Disappointing, realistically. Moving on to our other striker, who had a very good game, probably, well, my man of the match, considering my ratings. Ivan Toney. We've all probably seen his goal by now in the first half. Quality finish. I don't know how.
On the volley.
Don't know how he managed to do that. Just first time, didn't even take a touch. Straight. It's such power as well. It just went up and then straight back down.
Keeper didn't even bother, did he?
Didn't even move. And to be fair, I wouldn't. Went straight past him. Quality finish. But no, it's my phone won't go off anymore. But yeah. He was quality today, as he always is, and we really missed him in the league.
We struggled last week.
We really did struggle, and
it's a focal point, isn't he? God, like they don't sell him in January.
I don't even think we'll get playoffs if he goes. Without him, our team is just not in the same level.
So I get in the money, but it's who do you replace him with? That's the thing.
Yeah, because we'll always, when we're posh, we always scout good strikers, but Tony's just something else. I think realistically, and out of the strikers we've had, Mikel Smith, McLean, Gale, Sombalonga, Washington, all them. There is something different about Tony. He brings so much more to the team. All of those I've just mentioned have mainly just been goal scorers and nothing else. But Tony, when he's on the pitch, he's such a presence with his strength. Holds the ball up, brings others into play, and he's not a selfish player either. And he's just invaluable to us. And even if we did get an offer for, say, 12 million that the papers have been reporting, I wouldn't take it, because I think we'd get a lot more money if we went up. And two, if we sell him, I don't think we've got a chance in hell of going up.
No, unless we do a swap with somebody else. If it's a Premier League team and they swap you with another striker, I don't know. Money in a swap, I don't know.
Maybe. I can't think of anyone in who we can afford, even with that 12 million, who's better than Tony, or who's on the same level as Tony.
They've got to keep him. It's as simple as that. Isn't it? If we want to challenge. Yeah.
If we're serious about promotion, we have to say no, unless something like 20 mil comes in.
Then you.
Yeah, but Premier League clubs these days do have that money just to splash on a chance,
just a punt.
Like 20 mil, that's nothing to them, is it? Realistically. But yeah, moving on to the subs, I'll just rattle through these quickly. So Woodyard, I'll give a 5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6. He just did Woodyard.
It's just Woodyard. Did a Woodyard. Mason, I'll give a 5.5.
Yeah, I'll give a 5. He's fine.
And Tazdemir, I'll give him a 4.5. I was going to give him a 3.5, but I'm pretty sure he got an assist.
Yeah, he got an assist for the last goal, didn't he?
The last goal, yeah. But the one thing I did mark him down on is he missed an open goal.
Yeah, he was playing through when he screwed it wide. So I don't know.
Yeah, he tried to go near post, didn't he, on the left-hand side, and he just passed it past the post, and I'm pretty sure he's done that twice this season, because I remember him at the start of the season missing an open goal.
Yeah, he's been out of the squad for a few weeks, and Fergie's took him out for a few matches.
He has, and I don't think he did himself any favours today, to be honest.
I didn't give my mark for Tony. I'll give him an 8. He was my man of the match.
Yeah, I'll give Tony a 7. Tony, he was quality, like we said. And then the manager, to be honest, I think he did everything he should have done today. He played a strong team to get us through to the next round, but the players just didn't show up. I don't think that was anything to do with him. We won 3-0.
And we're through to the third round. That's all that matters, really, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway. But it was a flat game.
It was boring. It was just, it's if you've been to a Posh game in the last month, it was basically the same.
Yeah. We seem to have lost our panache, our speed, our pace.
I think it's just because teams have actually found us out. They know what we're going to do. So if someone comes to our stadium, they're not going to attack us anymore. They're just going to sit back, and we're really bad at breaking teams down, aren't we? We always have been.
He's got a plan B, but he needs a plan C, doesn't he, Fergie, somehow?
Yeah, I think so. The atmosphere today, I mean, I've labelled it fans here, and to be honest, there wasn't really any atmosphere from
not
us.
pre-season friendly, to be fair.
Yeah, there wasn't, a few chants here and there after we scored and stuff, but it just didn't
Very
really
quiet.
very quiet from London Road, which really isn't their fault. I think I know a lot of people talk about the sort of structure of London Road. It's not very atmosphere friendly.
Not good, but
No,
the Dover fans I thought were quite.
they were good. Yeah.
They enjoyed it. Obviously, didn't enjoy getting stuff 3-0.
No, I thought fair play to them because it's quite a long way to travel
it's
as
a
well.
3 hour
3
run.
hours, yeah. So fair play to Dover, but
We were just flat today. I think it was more
matched
like
the
a-
performance, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it
Just
was.
matched what we were seeing on the pitch. We had nothing to get excited
But there weren't
about.
many people there, though, was there?
4,000.
Not many people came out.
No, I did say
Even
before
at-
the game,
I think it was a £5 for season ticket holders, weren't it? And
It was, yeah.
£10 for
non-season ticket
non-season
holders.
ticket holders, which wasn't too bad. I thought the pricing structure was okay.
Yeah,
I know it went up to £20 on the day, but you'd
I
got your
did-
tickets beforehand if you'd known that.
yeah. I thought they priced it very well. I just think because of the weather, because
And it might be because it was on a Sunday.
a lot of people might
Do
not
other things on a Sunday, family
church
day,
and
and
all that
whatever.
sort of stuff. Yeah, like religious things normally happen on a Sunday. So I mean, obviously people have their reasons not to come. I'm not saying everyone should go to every Posh game ever, but 4,000 was pretty
4.5,
disappointing.
wasn't it? Yeah,
4,500.
4.5 for the Dover. They bought 500, did they? That's what it said.
They must have done
I think
easily.
that's what it said on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean they filled the away end quite well. So it was quite disappointing for us to only get 4,000 fans. But to be honest, with the way we've been playing, and if you're not a season ticket holder and you've bought a ticket to the last 2 or 3 games, and you're thinking we've played poorly every game I've been to, and I've got an option on a Sunday to go to Posh versus Dover. It's not very appealing.
But we've been
is it?
winning.
We have been winning, but the performances.
Yeah,
Because
because we're winning at home.
I think, what I'm trying to say is not from a perspective of a season ticket holder, because we'll go anyway, because we've already paid for all the games. But if you're thinking of someone who's got a spare 20 quid, and they're like, what do I do? Do I go and spend this on some shopping, or go and watch another crap performance? It's just like, us as season ticket holders, we're obviously going to go, but I think with a more casual fan, if they've seen the way we've been playing, and not just looking at the results, but looking at our performances as well, to be honest, I don't really blame them for not going.
Yeah,
today.
I don't think these days the FA Cup
It's not the same.
is appealing. I mean, when I was your age, or even before that, when I was at school, the FA Cup was the day. The FA Cup day, who you were going to get, what you were doing. You used to like playing the lower teams and stuff like that. It's just different, but people don't do that anymore. It doesn't seem to work.
I think one of the main reasons why is because, tomorrow, obviously, the round 3 draw, we can get Man United, Arsenal, Spurs, all the Prem teams, but we're not going to get Man United, Spurs, Arsenal. We're going to get Man United, Spurs, Arsenal's 5th string team, aren't we? Realistically, and they're still probably on about 30k a week each. I mean,
Arsenal away, I'd quite fancy that. I say that every year, Arsenal away.
I said Arsenal, Spurs, easy to get to, just straight off the tube. Realistically, I'd probably take any Premier League London away team, apart from Crystal Palace, because I don't have good memories of going there all them years ago when we got relegated. But I'd probably take. I mean, even West Ham Stadium's really nice. The London Stadium's
nice,
really nice. Obviously you've got the Emirates, Spurs' new ground.
You want a
really
decent
nice.
Premier League team away, or you want a home draw against a lower team where you can win and try and progress to the 4th round.
So I see loads of money in it for
I think it was 56,000 for getting through today.
Yeah, it just keeps going up. I think when you get to the round 4, it's in the hundreds of thousands. So that could obviously, if we sell Tony, we won't need the money, but hopefully we don't. that's been our player ratings and the review of the Dover Athletic game on a Sunday in the FA Cup. Obviously, we did win 3-0. We're through to the third round, and the round 3 draw is Monday. I think it's at 7:30, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually like 7 o'clock, isn't it, on BBC Two?
It's normally after an FA Cup game, isn't it? So BBC Two at about 7 o'clock. I'll probably do some sort of video around that, depending on what team we get. Maybe like a live reaction or something like that. But I'll probably see you during the week for some more videos. Obviously, we've got Wednesday's game coming up in the leasing.com trophy, not the Checker Trade anymore, or the Johnston's Pain. Changes its name every year. But yeah, you've got that video coming up, so there'll be 2 videos around that, the vlog and the review, as normal. And yeah, I don't think, obviously we've got Portsmouth on Saturday, we're not going to that. So yeah, I mean, just got a couple of videos to look forward to midweek, and then there might be a little break, or I might start a new series around maybe some FIFA career mode with Posh, so just to keep the channel going when I'm not doing these vlogs. But yeah, no, it's a good day today. I do like seeing non-league teams. It's quite funny sometimes with their centre-backs and stuff, because they just look like 2 blokes from down the pub. But yeah, it was a good laugh today. We just played poorly, really. But yeah, we won, but the FA Cup's always fun. So yeah, I mean, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below whether you agreed with our player ratings, and also make sure you get your own ratings down below as well. I'll go through them and reply, and other people can see what they think of your ratings. Make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, cheers.